Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the B&P Blitz podcast. I'm Brendan Selke alongside Payne O'Brien, and this is a sports-focused podcast where we'll be covering close to everything sports alongside with covering Oklahoma State sports since we both attend the school here. Today we're going to go over some of our key picks for the college football games this weekend, some of our underdogs, and then bold predictions we might have. As well as focusing on Oklahoma State's key matchup this weekend against Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
Very key.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to probably finish it out with some NFL picks if we get some time to do that as well. Payne, do you want to get us started with some of your key picks for college football this weekend?
Me and him have been, just went down the line at one point, just picked all our picks this week, and just to see who, I guess, would have better ball knowledge, I guess you could say. And right off the bat, first game of the day, Thursday. Was that yesterday? Oh, that game already happened. I guess we're up to the first game. I guess it was the Oklahoma State game.
Do you think I don't even know. I didn't watch that game. I didn't watch Charlotte and Rice.
Dude, who won the Charlotte and North Carolina? But while I look, let's talk about that Oklahoma State game, though, because I don't think they cover.
Not going to give away too much at the moment in time, in my opinion, so I have some to save, but I do think we win convincingly, but I think we both picked them to win if you look at our list.
Yeah.
But I will cover more of my opinions because I have some very strong opinions of hatred
towards
our fans right
Rice won 28-17, so I'm already 1-0.
Okay, so I'm already off to a rough start.
Yeah, that's a rough start.
Which fits because we're starting this podcast a little late, so
yeah, exactly.
I think I'm what is this, week 4? I think I'm 1-3 or something.
Yeah, it's not going well
1-2.
so far. But I mean, you know more. It's just, I guess I'm a better guesser.
I just have too much faith in teams that I shouldn't have faith in.
We both agreed very much on what was it? We agreed on Iowa beating Rutgers. I mean, we're talking about Rutgers here. They were good, 150 years ago? I think
layup matchup.
Exactly. I think Arkansas versus Memphis, another layup matchup. I think great quarterback against Memphis. I mean, I think they cover that spread 7.5 easily.
Yeah, probably. I don't see a way that they don't.
So this is my game. I mean, Clemson versus Syracuse, 17.5 in the favor of Clemson. I think Syracuse covers.
I was thinking the same thing when I was looking at it when I was going over it. I forget which day I was doing it, but the problem is I just Clemson at home and Dabu's kind of on a hot seat right now. Syracuse struggled with teams that I don't think they should struggle with, like UConn, and
that was a great game.
Great game, but I just don't think they're anywhere near as good as they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
Could they cover? Maybe. Do I think Clemson controls the entire game? Yes.
I think so. I just think the only reason I would change my mind is because they're coming off a bounce-back game to Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
But the way that they've played against LSU, barely beat Troy, and lost to Georgia Tech, they could be 0-3 right now.
No, 100%.
They easily could be 0-3, and I really just don't think that they. I don't think Clemson covers. Let's see here. Moving on, North Texas versus Army. Never been a fan of North Texas, but
Yeah, I think we both picked North Texas.
We both picked North Texas.
The spread has fallen down to Army 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, I believe, but that was yesterday. But I still think, UNT went out and killed Washington State last weekend.
That's true. Yeah, they did a really good job against that.
And I just don't think the only way Army wins is if it's 17-10 and they control all possession. I don't think Army's defense is good enough to hold UNT to less than 20 points this weekend. So
if there's one thing that the military academies do, it's they have the ball for an extremely long amount of time. SMU and TCU, the rich kid rivalry.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a good game. We got a team that made the playoffs last year, had a really good game against Baylor. Don't get me wrong; they put a lot of effort into that, but just didn't pull out the win, and that's the disappointing part. TCU, they played Abilene Christian last week, right?
I
Abilene Christian.
So.
Apparently, they only beat him by 20, which an FCS school beating by 20 is respectable. I have TCU winning this, and I know you do too.
It's just going to be a shootout. It reminds me of Baylor and SMU.
Yeah, very much so.
I think TCU kind of just goes out there and scores a lot. SMU probably going to score a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think the over-under's 60. I think they killed that, which is kind of crazy. But Baylor and SMU was 98 points combined. So,
jeez, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. You bet the under. You were crying at halftime.
Yeah.
TCU, Utah. We got two ranked teams. Texas Tech finally playing a school that matters for once.
I know. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Kent State, really dominating on the schedule front.
Who was their third game? I don't remember, but I mean, either way, it was just a rough, 3 easy games that I'm like, are we serious?
I mean, knowing them, this is kind of what they do. But this game will be interesting. I mean, I don't have words for.
You don't think Utah has a chance in that?
I mean, I wouldn't say they don't have a chance. I just like Tech to win this game.
I
mean, Utah just played Wyoming. I know that because
Wyoming 31-6. Oh no, they played Cal Poly 63-9, and then UCLA, who, oh my gosh, we don't even need to start talking about UCLA, but they're terrible, 43-10.
Yeah, so Utah hasn't played much.
Neither team,
and neither has Tech, but Wyoming not scoring much against Wyoming in that first half because I think it was 3-0 at halftime.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you're right. 45-14, Oregon State. Yeah.
And then Tech finished off against Oregon State. So
yeah.
I mean, they haven't played anybody because Oregon State hasn't looked good and Utah hasn't played anybody. It's a toss-up. It's a Big 12 matchup. Utah has fully taken the Big 12 motto and not played up to any expectations Last year, they were supposed to be one of the best teams in the conference, fell off a cliff. I still think Tech is the best team in the conference, and I think they'll probably show that Saturday. But
yeah, I think that Wisconsin versus Maryland. I think we have an easy Wisconsin win. Now the problem I have with Wisconsin here is they just lost their starting quarterback, and so do I think they cover the spread? No, but do I think they pull off the win? Yes.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Matt. I don't think Maryland's very good this year. They have been in years past where they've been sneaky good Big Ten team, but Wisconsin at home, I don't see a way that.
Oh, jump around. See, this was one that I thought you were going to go UNLV. I mean, the Alex Orji, I understand he doesn't play as much, but still, I felt like you were going to go UNLV here. We both went Miami of Ohio. It's 2.5 in the favor of UNLV. What was your thought process on this one?
Kind of just biased in picking a MAC school. MAC action.
MAC action, yeah.
I don't have much science behind it. I just don't like UNLV very much and MAC school. So, 2.5 spread. You're kind of picking
the winner. You're picking the winner.
Yeah,
you're picking the winner.
It's either or there. It's not like you're picking an underdog or something like that.
It's very much an NFL spread. You're picking the winner. You're not picking this to beat the spread. Bowling Green State versus Louisville. We don't have to go very much into this. 26.5 point spread. Louisville.
If you're picking Bowling Green, you're kind of just guessing at that point.
We have a couple more of these.
Same thing with Tennessee, Oregon.
Tennessee, Alabama, Birmingham, 40.5. There's no even reason to talk about that. We have Oregon versus Oregon State. There's no. I don't have a spread for that one, but I can only imagine what it is.
The last time I looked, it was 35 for Oregon. It was 40 something at one point, and then it fell down. But
it's a rivalry game. They might put
that's
it.
Probably
they might
why
put
they put it a little closer.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ball State, Connecticut.
It's
Ball State.
Still one of the worst teams.
I know.
In FBS. So
yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Moving on to a game that somewhat matters. Michigan, Nebraska. I understand you're a ginormous Michigan fan. Me being a Wisconsin fan, I don't like either of these teams, but I just want to hear what you have to say about this one.
So going into it, the way I'm looking at it is if we open up our offense, I know we played Central Michigan, but even if you look at the way that we played against Oklahoma, it was a lot of conservativeness with Bryce and let's run the ball and then maybe take a shot once every 15 plays.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we were playing against Central Michigan was airing the ball out and letting Bryce run, which we didn't do. We didn't let Bryce run at all against Oklahoma. If you add in Bryce running the ball and being able to air out the ball and they actually open up the offense, I would give Michigan the edge on this one. But if they come out conservative, not to mention you're playing at Nebraska, which is one of the most hostile environments in college football, as mid as they've been for the past 10 years or whatever. But
loyal fan base, that's all you got to say.
But I still think it's going to be Michigan's probably going to edge this one out. If they have the offense opened up, that's probably biased in most eyes. But I think if Bryce is running, it adds a whole new thing the defense has got to play against. So as long as they open up that offense, I think we'll be fine.
For sure. Nebraska didn't open up the year looking very good. They almost lost to Cincinnati, who Cincinnati's not supposed to be that good. And I think Michigan has looked good in basically every single game. And coming off a big win against Central Michigan, I think Michigan is going to look really well in that one. Notre Dame, Purdue. We got 0-2 Notre Dame.
Layup.
But, let's think about this. Last year, this game was over in the first quarter. It was 66 points they won by. There's really no point.
Purdue won't keep it close. Same thing with Kent State, Florida State.
Hey, Kent State, picked up the win, though. picked up a win this season.
Yeah, got to be happy for them. They got their probably one win on the season, maybe.
But I remember watching the game last week, and they threw that pick
Yep.
on the game-winning
Against
drive, and they just couldn't do it, couldn't pull it out. Here is, in my opinion, probably the game of the week, maybe possibly the game of the week. I got Oklahoma-Auburn. Do you know the spread about this one? Because I do not have a spread.
The last time I think I looked was a touchdown in favor of Oklahoma, but I think it dropped a little when I looked last. But it's still in favor of Oklahoma being at home and having I think the Heisman favorite right now. Based by
John
most,
Mateer, he's looked incredible. Everybody keeps saying Sawyer Robinson's got a chance, the Baylor quarterback, which I just don't see what everybody else sees in him.
Yeah, all it takes is one bad game, especially since he plays in the Big 12. And knowing the Big 12, they could come out and play, Oklahoma State next week, and he could be horrible.
Exactly. I just think Jackson Arnold's doing so well. No, I picked Oklahoma, and I know you did too, but for some odd reason, I feel like Auburn just keeps it back and forth. Now, I think Oklahoma may pull it out in the very end, but I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a great SEC opener for both teams.
Especially in that conference. You don't really know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Pretty good quarterbacks, I mean.
The SEC, even Mississippi State looks good, and that's saying something.
Vandy looks good.
Yeah, exactly.
Who really knows who's going to win that conference?
Is it tough to say that Florida or South Carolina had the worst week last week?
Probably. South Carolina for sure.
Luckily,
I think Sellers is going to play for South Carolina, but
you think so?
I think that's the last thing I've heard, that he's hopeful, but either way, they're playing Missouri, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, Tulane versus Ole Miss. It's 11.5-point spread, which I'm surprised it's that low.
I'm not, because I'm pretty positive Ole Miss's quarterback is out this week.
Oh, yeah, I saw he got injured. Got a concussion or something, right?
And I think he's out this week again, but I think Tulane will keep it close for a little bit. Ole Miss pull it out.
Yeah, well, they would that's you know what? And I know it's totally off topic, but those two schools, two amazing uniform combinations. I
can't wait to see what they pull out.
I am very excited for the uniform combination for that game. And again, another team with amazing uniforms, being Central Florida, North Carolina. We both went North Carolina.
North
Carolina
this is Big 12 hate.
Yeah, I think it is too. Oklahoma State. I'm trying to cheer against every Big 12 school, but at the same time,
I just don't trust UCF, and they're getting too much praise right now. I think. But
I don't know how it's in favor of them. I thought they were supposed to be the worst team in the Big 12. JMU Liberty. Again, it's a smaller game. Liberty lost, what's his name? Salter to Colorado, so they're not as good as they used to be. And JMU,
JMU is always, ever since they came to FBS, they've been pretty solid. So that's probably going to continue.
UL Monroe and UTEP, once again, UTEP looked good against Texas last week.
Yeah, I think UTEP takes care of business.
I agree.
I just don't see a way they don't.
Buffalo and Troy. This is a game that I was like, Troy played really well against Clemson. I think I'm going to go Troy. And Buffalo played really well. They beat Kent State. They of course, beating Kent State really not as much of a flex. But for some odd reason, I still chose Buffalo. Now that I look at it, I don't understand why I did.
For me, again, MAC school. I don't know. I have a MAC bias inside my heart. But I also just don't think Troy's very good. I think that was more of Clemson being
bad in the first half.
Yeah, horrible.
Cade couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah, but not much science behind it. I'm just a MAC biased guy.
Well, here you go. Speaking of, we got Toledo and Western Michigan. Toledo 13.5-point favorites. Western Michigan has looked good.
Yeah, they've come close in almost every game that they've played.
Except for Michigan State. But
but that makes sense.
That's they pay you to be there. That's what's going to happen. We both went Toledo. That was a pretty easy pick.
Yeah, I don't think there's much. As much as I'm a Western Michigan bias guy, Toledo's dominated.
Yeah. So. North Carolina State and Duke. NC State looked really good. They have that 6'7" quarterback. No joke there, but Duke just doesn't look good. And the fact that they're favored in this game shocks me.
It's kind of shocking to me. I thought the same thing when I was looking at it. I don't really know where that came from. They haven't looked good in any game they've played.
Yeah. Again, two layup ones right here. We got Mississippi State and Northern Illinois, 21.5-point favorites. Mississippi State looked really good against Arizona State.
I can't believe how good Mississippi State looks.
I know.
Because they've been
kind of strange.
Like the underbelly of the SEC for the past few years.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Mississippi State friends, and they're like, we're going to be terrible. And I'm sure that they're shocked just as much as I am right now. Another one, we got Georgia Tech, Temple. Temple looked really bad against Oklahoma last week, and Georgia Tech looked really good against Clemson.
Yep, and I still think Georgia Tech is going to give Miami and Florida State a run for their money
You
this
think
year.
so?
I
Who
mean,
got right now? Who you got winning the ACC? If you had to say
probably
it.
Miami.
Okay.
I'm not going to say Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech could maybe sneak in.
They got
but
more to prove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But Miami just looks really good. I thought Miami was going to stumble against South Florida last week, and they cleaned the floor.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, that game, I was shocked by how bad. I don't want to say bad, but how spread it was.
Yeah.
San Jose State, Idaho, again.
Layup.
I'm really just.
I love Idaho.
Whenever I picked this game, I really was just basing it off the Texas game, and they looked good against Texas. Now, Arch Manning did not look
good against Texas this
Wow.
year.
But I mean, Idaho, I really have no knowledge on it, so I really just went with San Jose State. FIU, Delaware. Funny enough, FIU was the one that won me last week. That was the game against FAU. FIU was the game that won me. Delaware looked good. They played last week. We watched it because you remember them because they have the helmets that look just like Michigan. Is that Delaware or Delaware State?
Nope, that's Delaware.
That's Delaware? Okay. Okay. But yeah, we both chose FIU. I just think, you know what, if we have the same pick, it's not going to hurt us. Big 12 game. Kansas, West Virginia. West Virginia came off a big win last week, but also a loss to Ohio the week before. Kansas, I believe, is, 3-0 now?
Yep.
So I picked Kansas. I know you picked Kansas. I just think that, and they're at home, I just don't see a situation that they don't win here.
Yeah, same thing here. I mean, West Virginia is so up and down right now, and I think Kansas takes care of business. They're like 11.5-point favorites. I think they cover.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Kansas State, Kennesaw State. It's Kennesaw State. They're still trying to figure out this whole FBS thing. I have Arkansas winning. I know you do too. It's 6.5. Still
I mean,
a good
Arkansas State almost upset Iowa State last week.
That is
so
Iowa State. Didn't they play Iowa?
No, it was Iowa State.
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago? Jeez.
Yep.
Time flies. Middle Tennessee versus Marshall. See, we both chose Middle Tennessee.
This is the most, bad matchup of the week. This is two really bad programs right now.
Middle Tennessee State looked good against Wisconsin in the first half. They held them to their own.
Marshall lost to Missouri State this year, new FBS school. Middle Tennessee lost to an FCS school week 1. I have no science behind this pick. Middle Tennessee being at home.
Boise State, Air Force, 10.5 in the favor of Boise State. We both went Boise State. Rough first game against South Florida, but South Florida has now proven that they are a team, I guess you could call it. Air Force, I just don't see anything. I just don't see them running over
Now
Boise
with the
State.
way they play offense right
Exactly,
now. So.
yeah. South Alabama, Coastal Carolina in favor of South Alabama by 15.5. Let's see here. We both went South Alabama. Coastal Carolina, the only thing that's going for them is the free concessions.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to ever pick a 15.5 underdog in a game. So.
Well, I mean, here's your chance to explain it. I mean, we got 13.5 Missouri versus South Carolina. We both chose Missouri. You said Sellers may play?
Sellers, the last time I heard yesterday was that he's going to play. They're hopeful he's going to play because he got knocked out of the last game against Vandy.
Mm-hmm. That's a rough
but
game.
even then, South Carolina hasn't looked great, even with Sellers at QB.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but Missouri has actually looked pretty decent this year. So.
I mean, the Kansas game, they beat Kansas, so Kansas has lost the game. Wait a second. Yeah. So, yeah, Missouri's looked really good, actually, now that I think about it.
I really like Missouri this year,
Yeah, me too. Western Kentucky, Nevada, really nothing to talk about here. I like their colors. The red blob. The red blob. I mean,
mascot's cool.
Exactly.
That's probably the reason I picked it.
Probably too. Southern Miss, Louisiana Tech. Southern Miss looked really good against Mississippi State in the first half, week 2, and since that I've thought they're an okay school because if you can handle an SEC team for a first half, I think.
And I don't remember the last time Louisiana Tech was a good football program. So.
All right, here's a good one. We got Baylor, Arizona State. Arizona State coming off a loss. Baylor coming off a really big win. Was that last week? Yeah, against SMU. So, I mean, I got Baylor. We both have Baylor winning this one. 1.5 in the favor of Baylor. I just think
they won that big game a couple weeks ago, and then I think they had a layup game last week. But Arizona State hasn't looked good. They lost to Mississippi State. I just don't like the way they look. I think they were very Cam Scatterboo-centric last year. And
they played Samford last week, yeah.
And Levitt hasn't looked as good as the hype has given him.
Exactly.
So, easy Baylor win in my opinion.
Washington State. Washington State has not looked good. Washington has looked all right.
I think Washington's like a 20-point favorite.
Yeah,
going
there's
to
really
a road
no
game. So
Indiana, Illinois. Yeah. What do you got on this one?
Honestly, I kind of both these teams are very similar in my opinion. I think they're two Big Ten schools that are severely overhyped. I like Illinois' quarterback more than Indiana's, but Indiana at home, they're like 9-point favorites, and I don't go against the odds very often in that case if it's that high.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I think Indiana just has more pedigree right now, better coach. But it could be Illinois' game. I mean, but there's not much to it. This is like a Big Ten game that like everyone's gonna look back on and probably be like,
Mm-hmm.
in a few weeks.
Yeah, they both.
They're teams that struggle to get over the hump of Michigan, Oregon, Ohio State, and
Penn State. Yeah.
So
There's the big dogs, and sadly Wisconsin's not one of those anymore. But you know what? It's okay. Florida, Miami. Now, if you told me a week and a half ago that this game was happening, which of course I saw it, but I mean, I could have said that this game was going to be amazing. But the way that DJ Lagway played, 5 interceptions, and the way that Miami's playing, I'm not a Carson Beck fan, but bro, he's balling.
Yeah, he's playing well. I'm still surprised the spread is as low as it is.
Yeah.
I know Florida has played teams close. Like LSU only beat them by 10, but like LSU was kind of in control of that game. Miami probably dominates like easily.
Mm-hmm. Virginia, Stanford. Stanford has looked terrible. Virginia is Virginia.
It's just clear.
Yeah. BYU, East Carolina. This is probably one of the only times that we both went with a Big 12 school.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah. Vanderbilt and Georgia State.
Yeah,
I think
Vanderbilt looks
SEC,
really good this year.
SEC school. I think
their quarterback is trying to get an 8th year in college football.
I saw that.
He's trying to be the next Alan Bowman. So we'll see how that goes. But
Texas, Sam Houston State. Now I know you're gonna say something here. Just go ahead and say it.
I mean, this is a similar match of them playing UTEP last week, and Arch struggled. I don't know if there's actually an injury that people suspect, or if he's just like doesn't have the confidence right now. But I mean, he looked better coming in and playing one game or a few snaps when Quinn was the quarterback last year than he's ever looked starting so far this year. Even if I'm not even talking Ohio State game because that gives him an unfair rap, but like he's passed a couple games where he's played nobody teams. There's just points where you go, really, this guy is.
It just doesn't make any sense because I mean I saw a tweet the other day and it was maybe it was Matthew McConaughey and he's like, play your football game. I mean I respect Steve Sarkisian 100%, but play the game that you play because you obviously are not playing well with whatever's happening, and so hopefully Sam Houston State. They have looked terrible, and so hopefully we can win this. Texas can win this game by 50 points. I think that would be a good statement going into SEC play next week. I think it would.
Yeah, they need some kind of confidence boost for sure.
100%. Because you know what? I do not envision them beating Oklahoma or Texas A&M. And you know what? That would kill every Texas fan that ever existed. UTSA, Colorado State. UTSA looks really good so far this season. And by really good, I think they're 1-2, but still, like I think they're a good 1-2 team.
Yeah, they've played some
they're a
good
really
games.
good 1-2 team. Colorado, Wyoming.
I think this game is going to be closer than what the spread says. Wyoming's defense is actually pretty half decent. I don't think Colorado's all that good either.
Okay, give me Colorado win, but not to cover. That's my prediction.
I would agree.
Cal, San Diego State. We both picked Cal here.
Yeah, not much science behind that.
Yep.
I looked at the spread and said, okay, more than 10 points. That sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Southern California, Michigan State. I think this is, now, mind you, this is an 11 p.m. start. Michigan State, not used to stuff like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, very unfair. I'm not going to lie to every Michigan State fan, but
I will not be staying up for that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I mean, I have a cousin who goes there, but I will probably not be. I'll get the results in the morning. But yeah, I think Southern California wins this, but again, just like I said earlier, I do not think they cover the spread, which is 17.5. I think Michigan State keeps this one close, maybe loses by 2 touchdowns, but no more than that.
I'd probably agree. I mean, I don't like USC very much. I'm kind of surprised they snuck into the AP poll.
Are they 25 now?
Yeah, they're right at 25, but I honestly think Michigan State probably deserves it a little more than USC does.
Yeah.
So I think they keep it close. Michigan State actually looks half decent this year compared to years past. I still don't think they're a top half Big Ten team, but I still think they get worked by Michigan, get worked by Ohio State, or any of the top teams. But, I mean, I think they keep it close. They're definitely better than years past.
Oh, yeah. And our last one of the day, we just do the top 35. Hawaii and Fresno State. Hawaii is not favored. Fresno State is favored 2.5. We both went Hawaii.
I just like Hawaii.
I really do like Hawaii. Their quarterback looks really good. We watched their week 1 game because I think they played week 0, and so we watched the week 0 game because we missed college football so much.
They dominated that game.
And they dominated Stanford. I mean, Andrew Luck was speechless. He was like, "Dang guys, I should have stayed in the NFL."
I do think Fresno State is pretty good and they could win this game, but I kind of just like Hawaii for the vibes.
So. Oh, 100%. But yeah, that's all our picks right there. We'll be sure to update y'all and make sure tell you who wins because
next week you'll know who's disappointed.
Yeah, but
it's been me most of the
time. Maybe we'll add another punishment.
Yeah, I'm good. We got to stop the punishments for this.
It's always really fun.
It's not a good look for the brand. Is there any game that you have that you want to say is like the game of the week in your opinion, or like something that you think is going to happen? Anything like that?
I think it's guaranteed Auburn, Oklahoma. I can't see that game not going into fourth quarter, 2 minutes left on the clock, drive down for a touchdown or a field goal to win the game.
Fair. I mean, I have 100%. I think Miami dominates Florida. I don't know why the spread is so low. If Florida keeps that game close, they're like Nebraska from a few years ago where they went 3-9 but kept every game close.
Oh, I remember that. I remember seeing a YouTube video about that.
And I think Michigan could run away against Nebraska, but I also think Nebraska could keep it I think it could be like Nebraska win by 2 points, but I think Michigan could easily win by like 20 in that game.
It's that college home field environment that you never know what's going to happen.
No, but the rest of it makes all sense. So.
Yeah. But, I mean...
Do you want to move on to this Oklahoma State game we have?
Yes, I'm sure. Let's do it. So what did we ever figure out? Because I heard that the spread's been moved around a lot.
It hasn't moved around a lot. It was 13.5 last week.
Okay.
So last week it was 13.5. So basically 2 touchdowns is what they're saying. Now, the last time I looked, it was 11.5 for Oklahoma State. So they dropped it down 2 points.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to be honest. I don't think we cover...
news coming in today on game day, it is officially 9.5 for Oklahoma State.
Oh, wow.
So we're less than 10. So
Jeez,
whoever's making the odds here really does not believe in Oklahoma State.
I mean, Tulsa played a really, really bad game against, what was it, Army? It was Navy last week, and they lost by...
last week. Struggled against New Mexico.
Yeah, they lost by 20, and then they lost by
10 to New Mexico State.
New Mexico State.
It's not a good team.
Do you know who they beat?
It was an FCS school.
Oh, some FCS school?
I don't think they have the
We played a really good game against UT Martin. I mean, don't get me wrong. If we had Haas,
I would say I think if Haas didn't get hurt that game, I think we easily dropped 40 on them. Probably beat them like 40-7.
The real question, and I know I've thought about it a lot, and it doesn't even pertain to the Tulsa game, but how much would have Zane Flores played in that game if he didn't get hurt?
I'm gonna go none.
I'm gonna be honest. They said they just swapping
I think the
snaps.
only reason they would have brought him in was if it's got really bad, like we were really dominating, and then they were just like, okay, take the starters out. But I think we probably would have won that game 40-something to 7 instead of 27-7.
I agree.
But that's the thing I have to worry about. The reason I think the spread is so low is not because I think Tulsa is a good team and we're just that bad or anything like that. It's because our offense. I just don't think anybody has faith in our offense to pull away. The defense, I think, will be fine. I mean, they held.
Yeah, defense will be fine.
UT Martin would have got shut out if it wasn't for the mound double pass play that they scored on. And that was pretty. Hey, I give them credit.
It was a cool play.
Heck of a play.
I mean, pulled that right out of college football 26.
Yeah, I was about to say. But still, I think the defense looked good enough against a team that probably plays Tulsa pretty close. FCS, FBS, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, defense not good against Oregon, but I feel like if we're trying to look at our team against Oregon right now, we're kind of not in the right headspace because we're just not anywhere near on Oregon's level.
Just got to bounce back from Oregon. I mean, I don't want to shout out names or anything, but we got to keep our mouths shut and play football. We just got to play football. Sure, you college football players want money. That's going to happen. But at the same time, we just got to play football.
I mean, I agree. I think everybody else that I've talked to doesn't think we cover and thinks this is a one-possession game.
8 to 10 points is what I'm thinking.
I think they easily cover this game. I think they probably drop two to three touchdowns on them. The defense probably gives up less than 10 points. Now, I could be wrong. This could turn very bad very quickly because that's Oklahoma State football for you. But I've had too many people that have out here said that we're just not as good as Tulsa, which, don't get me wrong, we're not a good team. But I think if we're comparing us to Tulsa right now.
Okay, well, let's get the real question. People always are asking, like, we're saying a lot of points, but, like, what's the score at halftime?
I think score at halftime is probably 21 maybe. Actually, I'd probably go even lower. I'd probably go, like, 17-3.
Okay.
I don't think our offense has it in us to score a lot. Maybe 14-3, and then they get maybe one or two more touchdowns, and defense doesn't give up
I mean, we got it. We just got just like.
I think the defense is fine. The offense worries me.
Yeah, I don't know who we were talking about earlier. I can't exactly remember who it was, but we mentioned a morale booster, and I think Tulsa not only winning a Turnpike Classic because I mean it's a rivalry game, but also winning the game going into conference play. I think that we need this win. It's a morale booster. If we can win this,
we just need something to get us. Because I'm going to be honest, we've talked about this before, but if this team doesn't make a bowl game,
Gundy's gone.
Gundy's gone, and
Yeah.
Like, as much as there's a growing population that wants to see him gone right now, I'm not one to root for a bad season for him. I would love to see us somehow turn the season around and then win nine games.
We're going 11-1. What are you talking about?
So that would be nice. But so I think it's better than what people give us credit for. Now, I don't think we're going to go out there and drop 50 on them and only give up 3
that'd
points.
Be nice.
But I mean, we said this earlier. We haven't lost to Tulsa at home in
51 years.
Yeah, so
51 years.
I just don't think it's gonna unfold that way.
Was it 10 straight? So when we lost in what? 2016? Jeez, wow.
It's been a while.
It's been a second.
They stopped playing for a little bit, but still.
Did they?
Yeah, there was a couple years off in there, but even then, it's still been like 6 games, I think, since then.
Well.
I don't think. I get why people say what they say about Oklahoma State and all that. They have a right to say what they say. I just have more faith that the team isn't going to be that bad. I think, especially give them 2 weeks to prepare coming off a bye week. They have to have a good game plan against Tulsa. I mean, because I'm going to be honest, if they lose this game, people could be seeing Gundy fired the next day.
Oh, I think if we lose to Tulsa, he's gone. I think a press conference comes out, and this won't be a press conference with his shirt off. This might be a press conference with all his clothes off because he's so angry. But I think I just don't think if we lose this game, he's gone. Sure, he's just an icon here in Stillwater, an icon in college football. I mean, he's probably, I don't know where he ranks, but he's probably top 10 in being a coach for so long. What, you think he's top 5?
Probably.
Top 3?
Like in college football right now, like length of coaching career?
It's probably the Iowa quarterback. I mean, Iowa coach. He's probably been there longer.
Yeah, I think he's been there slightly longer. I think he's top 3.
Top 3, probably. I mean, it would be a sad thing. The real thing is we'd have to find a good coach, and I've seen videos about possible coaching opportunities.
I've seen it. I'm trying not to think about it unless I have to, because I'm going to be honest. Once we get rid of them, there will be like a steady decline that's even further down than we are right now, I think. So we'll figure that out when the time comes, hopefully.
So to end this part off, give me your score prediction.
Well, since I think they're going to cover, I'm going to go like 31-10.
Okay.
I don't think we scored near 40, maybe 28-10. But
I've been saying we don't cover, but something's telling me 21-7. I'm just 24-7, 21-7. I think we can score 3 touchdowns. The problem is we just have no offensive plan. And if we can figure out the offensive plan, I agree. We score 12 touchdowns. But we don't have an offensive plan.
It looks very sus with Zane at quarterback right now. And there's like 0 run game, but
let's hope
we'll see what they do. I mean, I'm hoping with 2 weeks to prepare, they have plenty of thought process.
No, I agree.
On everything right now.
So, I just think there's a lot riding in this game, and I think everybody knows that.
Yeah, which is crazy to say that there's a lot of riding in a Tulsa game. If you asked me that like 2 years ago before the season started, if we would have a lot of riding going into playing Tulsa.
I mean, we weren't fans until, a year before we got here?
Yeah, probably.
And so I'm sure if you were to ask a Stillwater citizen, like somebody, an Oklahoma State fan, they'd probably be like, I've never heard that. And they've been here. They've been a Stillwater fan since, even our friends like Ty. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just no way that, but we're here now, and you kind of just got to work with the cards that you're given. So
exactly.
Hope they come out well, because we haven't seen a good Oklahoma State football game. Like a good, perfect game. Because I wouldn't even say the UT Martin game was perfect, just because.
You talk about this season?
Yeah. Well, even last year. When have we seen a perfect game?
Oh, Arkansas was not good.
Probably Tulsa last year. That was pretty perfect.
The Alan Bowman breakout game.
Yeah, that was probably the most perfect game we've had in the last.
It's a good game when you can turn the game off and when the fourth quarter starts and be comfortable. Yeah.
But because UT Martin wasn't comfortable, I think it would have been a comfortable win if Haas didn't get hurt, but it is what it is. So you go with it.
I just don't even remember seeing him get injured.
Yeah, I really don't. I didn't see him. I saw a replay of what people thought the injury came from, but I was like, I don't see much there.
I saw them walk
I
off the
just
field,
saw him jog off the field.
and it looked fine to me. But
Yep,
apparently,
foot broken. So what do we know? We're not doctors for a reason, I guess.
well, praise the Lord for that.
Yep, that's true. Do you want to quickly go into some NFL talk?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think that last night Bills Dolphins, no shock.
Actually, a pretty good game.
Yeah,
Can't lie.
I'm
Thought
not.
the Dolphins would get worse more than they did.
Well, yeah, especially yeah.
But those division matchups in the NFL always seem to be tighter than you would think.
All right, let's see here. Packers Browns.
Packers probably control that game easily. Although the Browns did play half decent against the Ravens for a decent amount of time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it could stay close for a little bit, but Packers are still a good team. So.
At what point in the season, let's just say the Packers win this game, which I think they do we see a new quarterback?
For what, the Browns?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, that's such an interesting question. But, like, I just don't see a way that they go to Shadur that early.
Well, I don't think they go to Shigure. I think they go to Dylan Gabriel first.
I don't even know if they want to go to Dylan Gabriel. I don't feel comfortable at
Can he
all.
pick it?
I think the only way they go to, like, away from Flacco is an injury. Or, like, he's really, really bad. But even in those games that they've played, he hasn't been
Yeah, I mean, the
horrible,
two
so.
games that they played, they lost to 24 to Baltimore, which was a rough one. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
they
they
only
pulled
lost.
away at the end.
Yeah,
I mean, that wasn't.
That was
wasn't a
the
complete
score doesn't
domination.
show exactly what
Yeah.
happened. Jacksonville Texans. I'm very excited to hear what you have to say about this one.
Jacksonville has surprised me. I will say that they've come out the first two games and actually looked half decent. The Texans have played two really good teams to start the season off.
Mm-hmm.
Still think the Texans are the better team. I think they can hopefully they are going to Jacksonville. So I mean, up in the air maybe, but I still have the Texans probably pulling this one out. I just like them more. Which game that's going to be interesting for all the wrong reasons is the Bengals and the Vikings. I mean, we're down J.J. McCarthy and Joe Burrow this week, so we have a battle of the backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's gonna be. That should be fun. Let's see here. Next 12 o'clock game is Falcons Panthers. Jeez, those division games. I swear those.
I think the Falcons just take care of business.
Me
mean,
too.
It's going to be close
Bryce,
because
I
it's
mean,
division. Maybe Bryce has a good game.
Yeah, me and you talked about it at the end of
think
the last NFL
we
season.
love Bryce.
And we were like, Bryce has looked good in these last 3 games. But he has come out in these first 2 games and looked
just not,
terrible.
Yeah, it just hasn't looked
and
good.
it's sad to see,
We had
but
a
at
good
the same
finish to
time.
the Cardinal game, but at the same time, I think the Cardinals were like,
Oh yeah,
not
I forgot.
trying there.
I remember turning that game off like it's over, and then I looked at the highlights the next morning. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait,
got a little closer. But I
About to
think it
say.
was some garbage time stuff. But
Yeah. Let's see here. Bengals Vikings.
yeah, backup quarterback battle. So, but they really
Jake
knows?
Browning looks pretty good. I mean, he had 177 fantasy points and 17 fantasy points.
Yeah, 17 fantasy points in a real league.
But he only played one half.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Browning is a good backup quarterback for the NFL standards. So, but I have zero idea. If you told me the Vikings won by 3 touchdowns or the Bengals won by 3 touchdowns, I'd be like, okay, because I have zero clue what this game is going to unfold to be.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Aaron Jones is also out for the Vikings, so
Oh.
they got no starting
So
running
it's
back, no
Justin
QB.
Jefferson.
Yeah, if he can get the ball from.
Jeez, I mean, he just hasn't been getting the ball very much this season. I mean, he gets the ball late in games, but until the fourth quarter starts, he's not getting anything.
Okay, do we know if it's Carson Wentz playing for
For
the
who?
Vikings? Because it's either going to be that or Desmond Ridder. I would assume it's Carson Wentz. I don't know if they've announced that.
I mean, if we go to injuries, J.J. McCarthy ankle is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks.
I would assume it's going to be Carson Wentz. There's no way they start Desmond
Depth
Ridder
chart.
over Carson
Look
Wentz.
at the depth chart. Carson Wentz is
Yeah,
the backup.
So
I mean, and Desmond Ritter's
actually, that's honestly not a bad for having 2 backup quarterbacks in Browning versus Wentz.
you know what? You're
you can't
lucky.
ask
You're
for
lucky
much
you're
better
playing
there.
them at this time.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see here. We got Steelers and the Patriots. Steelers looked good in their
I don't
first
have an
game.
opinion on the Steelers anymore. They confuse me completely.
Well,
They
they
either look really good.
just
got
gotta
to
get 9 and 8.
Bad.
That's all they gotta
They
do.
just got to be the most mid team in the league because
just-
that's all they care about. That's all Tomlin cares about is to
Yeah.
be 9 and 8, have his over 500 mark, and then call it a day. Because they haven't been a really dominant. The last time they were really dominant is when they started 11-0 and then lost 6 straight games and lost the first
I
round of
remember that.
playoffs.
Was that like 2021?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So I don't.
Colts Titans, another division game. Colts 2-0.
Dominate.
Yeah.
I
33-0 against the first
could
game.
be a little close to start, but Daniel Jones looks like actually stupid good right now. I don't know what's gone on over him.
He's playing like he did.
Yeah, with the Giants a couple years ago when he got his payday and then
he
fell
beat
off the face of the earth again. But he looks good again, so good decision to play him over AR.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Eagles Rams.
Playoff matchup from last year again. I think it was the divisional round that they met up in that snow game. I think in Philly.
Oh yeah.
Saquon went off in that game.
We were at the wrestling match during that.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I think Saquon went off. Saquon will probably go off again because nobody apparently knows how to stop that.
Nobody knows how to. I mean, I swear I feel like a middle school football coach sometimes when I'm watching these games because I'm like, why are we bumping off? Why are we bumping off?
Nobody knows how to tackle these days.
I mean, it was apparently big during the Texas A&M Notre Dame game whenever he ran and jumped. I was like, what are we doing? Like, the fundamentals are gone. And I don't mean to sound, like I said, I don't mean to sound like a middle school coach here, but wrap up, guys. And nobody's wrapping up against Saquon, so I think the Eagles take that one easily.
Stafford has looked really good, so maybe they keep it close for a little bit. But I'm interested to see how the tush push.
I know, and I mean they sent out
They said they're going to pay
NFL,
more attention to it, but I don't know really what that means.
I mean, how do you focus when every single person is within the hashes?
Well,
I mean,
see, the thing I see all over Twitter is like that they're lined up wrong, but at this point,
they do jump early too.
And it's just like I just don't know anymore how they're gonna. We'll see. I mean, I'm all for a play that nobody knows how to stop if it's legal, but
until it's against the Lions.
Wow. Yes.
Jets Buccaneers. I think Buccaneers take this one.
This needs a conversation.
Baker's just like Daniel Jones.
Go off.
He's
looked
really good.
Jets are without Fields.
Did you see Baker Mayfield's Instagram post?
Yeah.
It was just focused on taunting.
Yep.
Like, and I mean, what's his name came back at him.
Yep. Gardner Johnson.
Yeah.
Probably,
he said. I mean, but I mean, he's a menace and he looks mad good right now.
I figured out though. Apparently, Jets backup QB is Tyrod Taylor. His name is pronounced T-Rod.
Is it really?
Like Tyrod? It's Tyrod instead of like Tyrod.
And he's been called Tyrod for all 11 years of his career?
I think that's what Baker Mayfield said in like some interview post.
I feel like if I respect Baker, but at the same time, I feel like, was it Tyrod?
I think it's Tyrod.
I think he should be the one to say that.
He apparently doesn't like to correct people from what Baker said from when they were in Cleveland together when Baker was a rookie. But I mean, hey, that was just what I saw.
Hey, I
could even be pronouncing it wrong. But still.
Raiders Commanders. Commanders, no Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that's news today that we just got officially. I saw that it was going to happen.
Mariota's going to start. Mariota looks good.
Mariota's actually pretty solid backup QB.
He played really well against the Cowboys last year.
Yeah, I think so.
He beat the Cowboys last year.
Not to mention the Raiders are.
That was a rough game.
I just didn't score a touchdown last week. So
I mean that the amount of dump offs that they just gave to Genty was just like.
I like Geno Smith, and they can sometimes air it out, but then Geno Smith does something dumb, and then they lose the ball.
It's true.
Still think the Commanders probably maybe take care of someone. I think they struggle maybe early, but.
Well, I think it's a great game, but I think
it'll be close.
I think the spread at 6.5 is crazy.
Yeah, maybe it's probably not updated.
It's probably not updated. Yeah, you're probably right.
Because news came out probably right before we started recording this, so.
Did the Browns game? We did the Broncos game?
No. This will be a fun game. The Broncos just lost to the Colts barely off a game-winning field goal.
Which
should have probably.
You
not
don't jump over the center. Like, come on, guys.
Mental error.
That's rule one. Like, we run special teams 5 times a game during practice. I'm sure. Like, they do it 5 times, and the one thing you don't do is jump over the center.
Yeah. But
but yeah,
it's just it'll be fun to watch. Broncos offense looks good. Defense actually looks somewhat questionable.
Yeah.
But, it's early. Chargers have looked pretty perfect to start the year. Now, it is Justin Herbert and the Chargers. So sometimes they like to come out there and sell.
When dating a very attractive girlfriend, I guess things just go
well. I don't
well.
know what's going right for him right now, but I'm thinking it's that Jim Harbaugh luck. I'm not going to lie. They've looked like a better team until they went to the playoffs last year and go to that game. But maybe this is the year. They're kind of in the driver's seat right now in this division. If they win this game, they'll be really in the driver's seat already with a win against the Chiefs and the Broncos.
Two division wins from three games in 3 weeks into the year. Yeah, that'd be nice.
3 because the Raiders too.
Oh yeah.
That's honestly a really weird start to the year.
They played all 3 teams to start the year.
If you're gonna go, that's a pretty solid way to start the year.
Talk about the lead you would have.
Yeah, about to say
Saints Seahawks.
I don't even know anymore with the Seahawks.
I,
I haven't heard much about Darnold this year. I don't know how he's really doing. But the Saints have actually played both the teams they've played pretty close.
I know.
Played the Cardinals close.
Everybody's
and
like they're not winning a game, but I was like,
played the 49ers close. So
yeah.
I mean,
But
it'll probably be close again. But the Seahawks.
I just can't
Yeah,
pick
but
the
say,
Saints.
I'm not going to ever pick the Saints to
I
win
can't
a
do
game.
it. We did Cardinals 49ers. 2-0 teams.
I think the 49ers. I was talking with a buddy about this earlier this morning. Cardinals have looked good, but 49ers are. I think Brock Purdy's questionable. I think he
I did
practiced.
see that.
I think he practiced yesterday. I don't think they have an update on practice the last time I looked. If he practiced today, but I still think Mac Jones is serviceable enough, and CMC has actually looked back to CMC.
Knock on wood. But
Definitely,
I mean,
but
bro has not been injured yet, which is already a shock enough.
But he looks back to normal. So
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not one to pick the Cardinals over the 49ers until I see it in front of my eyes.
Prove me wrong,
Especially
Cardinals.
at 49ers at home.
Yeah, prove me wrong. I mean,
So
I know you're a Dallas Cowboys hater.
Cowboys by 20 probably against the Bears.
I know you also like the
I
Bears.
don't understand this spread.
Big 1.5.
I mean, it's 1.5 for the Cowboys now. I think it was 1.5 for the 2.5 for the Bears at one point. I don't see. I mean, I don't know. I like the Cowboys' offense. I don't think their defense is. Their secondary got destroyed by Russell Wilson in 2025. So I mean,
and Malik Neighbors just decided to jump, and the ball just flew into his arms. I mean, geez, like
the Bears have looked not. They lost to the JJ's first NFL start, which is a rough way to go, and then I mean, we don't need to talk about that Lions game from last week. So.
What do you expect him to do? He's gonna go for it. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. So, but I think the Cowboys take care of business. I mean, I'm a Cowboys hater and a Bears hater, but Cowboys probably by 10.
Moving on to Sunday Night Football, Chiefs, Giants. I
don't see a way that the Chiefs go 0-3 with a loss to the Giants. I just don't see it.
I just don't like the Chiefs, but I think they win. But I hope it stays close. 6.5
it could
spread
with how good Russell Wilson played last week, but
I mean, we didn't really even go into detail about that, but prime Russ for there for a second. Was it 500?
Almost 500 passing yards. I mean,
that was
kept them in it.
I mean, to be fair, he threw the ball to Malik Neighbors 7 times for 20 passes, 20 yards each, which helped him out.
Wendell Robinson, bro, but he could be out on Wendell. I think Wendell Robinson is questionable this week, but
I mean, so many questionable players.
Who knows? I mean, I still think the Chiefs are layup win. I just don't see a way that they go 0-3 with a loss for the Giants in that 3. Sure, the Chargers and the Eagles, but
and then we got, I believe, our game of the week. I think it's the game of the week. You're a Detroit Lions fan, but I noticed that whenever we did our picks, you went with the Ravens.
I mean, I'm not going to be overly biased. The Ravens at home, we struggle notoriously the past few years against running QBs. Although Derrick Henry hasn't looked good, and if we can somehow contain Derrick Henry, I think we have a better shot at winning. But at least last week, he was horrible against the Browns.
Last week he was bad, but week 1 against the Bills
he was insane. But I don't know. I just don't see a way that they win this game if the Ravens are hitting on all cylinders compared to us hitting on all cylinders. But hey, I think they keep it close, but Ravens probably pull away and win that one. But I'd be very happy to see a win. I mean, who's not going to be? In my situation, it's like, if the Lions win, I'm happy regardless. And if the Ravens win, then I pick them. So woohoo.
Exactly. I mean, it's a win-win scenario. I went with the Lions. I just think after the game they played last week, I just think that they did incredible.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see it because right now I have the Lions going 4-3 going into their bye week.
Mm-hmm.
So
they had such a tough start to the year. How many? When the Ravens played the Browns, how many points? They scored 21 in the fourth. So that game was
really not as bad as it looked. And Derrick Henry had 23 rush yards.
I know he's on my fantasy team. Don't tell me about it. But yeah, I think it's a great week. I mean, like I said, I think that the team that can push themselves the farthest ahead is the Chargers. 3 straight division wins if they could.
Win this game, and especially convincingly, I'd be hard to bet against the Chargers, even for being one of the best teams in the AFC this year, up there with the Ravens and the Bills. So
and I mean, if I had an upset of the week, why part of me wants to say Saints Seahawks, I kind of want to go Chiefs Giants.
No, that is some level-headed hatred.
I know. I'm
just gonna go Oakland versus Commanders. No Jaden Daniels. I still think the Commanders win, but
Oh, yeah.
go ahead.
Forget about the You
Wow,
forget about the
okay.
backup matchup. But yeah, I think this is a great week. I mean, but for sure, game of the week Monday night.
Yeah, that'll be interesting watch
Mm-hmm.
after some flag football practice for the boys.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's.
So we're gonna have to hope that
I'm
doesn't.
glad we're
run,
not
doesn't
podcasting about
run
that.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't run too late.
Yeah.
Although it might be a good thing because who knows? So that might get out of hand. The last time the Lions played the Ravens was bad. It was bad for the
yeah, I
Lions. They
remember.
lost
It was-
like 40-10 or something bad like that. I don't know.
That wasn't last year. That was
2 years ago.
2
It was
years
like
ago.
the first year we were good. But we'll see. I'm excited. I mean, pray for our flag football team this week.
please. It's been rough. We're 0-2, but I mean
46-6 and
46.
30-7.
I want to say
Hey, big game this
I
Tuesday.
did not do good.
Like you
We did not have our quarterback last week,
Yeah,
and I had
we
to
got
play.
worked.
But
But
I
this
mean,
might be the last game we have to win.
yeah, we're playing on. We're
I
playing
think
on.
we're playing a frat team week 4.
Yeah, so week 3, you know what? But
Big week for the
apparently we
boys.
have a cheering squad too.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Apparently we have.
Stadium Pulse is gonna be at an all-time high for the boys.
Apparently I accidentally invited a bunch of girls, so we're about to see how this goes.
Yeah. Me and Joe are gonna be losing our minds probably.
We'll see. I'm not at quarterback anymore. I'll be back in running back wide receiver
Yeah,
slot.
which is probably gonna be good for us.
I'll just go up
I
for
think the defense stays the same. I think
besides
Britain probably.
Besides Britain, which I don't know how to tell it to him.
Yeah. But he
He
just can't play
He
safety.
needs to go.
He just can't play
Not
safety.
that anybody who's listening to this has any clue who that is.
I don't know.
but,
Like we could put Ty there.
No, Ty plays. Oh,
I know,
'cause-
but we could sub in
'cause
Ty and
didn't play last-
Austin
yeah.
at deep safety.
Mhm.
Keep the rest of the defense the same. You think?
Yeah,
And then just keep Andy and Brendan on offense as blockers.
dude, they were great blockers last
Yeah,
week.
that's what I'm trying to
I
say.
would just stand
they're
there
better
for-
at
I
they're
would let
better at that
everybody-
position.
I would let everybody run their route and just eventually start moving.
Yeah, I think we keep the defense the same. We just sub out Brendan for Ty/Austin, so Austin gets some reps.
If everybody would show up to practice, we could
Yeah.
do that.
I don't know where Landon's gonna slot in, but
No, Landon won't. Besides, he would just get laughed at
yeah,
by the cheering squad.
he'll probably slot in for blocker a couple times.
Oh,
so
for
he
sure, for
plays.
sure.
But keep me on defense.
I got you.
Just don't put me on offense.
I got you.
I'm just kidding. You can if you want.
Coach B's got you.
Yeah. Is that all we have to cover for
I mean,
this episode 1? Is there anything else you have?
I got nothing
sports-wise?
else. I mean, pray for Oklahoma State. That's
Yeah,
all-
yeah.
that's
Big
all
game today. I
Big
mean,
game today. Sadly, I won't be sitting with you. But
yeah, I know.
but I
but
mean,
maybe that's why we're so bad. Maybe that's the curse.
You know, I
Although
don't know.
West Virginia game, I was there and you were back home,
And we lost bad.
And we lost bad.
So
So
time will tell. You'll know next week.
yeah,
You'll know.
we'll see. Yeah, I'm just ready to be disappointed. It's sad that that's my mindset going in, but
I mean,
that's Oklahoma State
the
football
thing
at
is,
the one time.
we came to this school knowing that they were such a good sports
Yep.
program. I mean,
Yep.
they
In
had just
every
won.
sport. It
They had
wasn't
just
just
won the Big
football.
12 in baseball. They had made the Big 12 championship against a team in Texas who we knew we were going to lose to.
Yep.
We weren't good at basketball. We've gotten better at basketball.
Yeah,
I
better
will
at
say
basketball. That's probably the sport that was the most improvement.
that. Women's basketball, men's basketball. But I mean, if there's one sport that I've just been blown away by, it's wrestling.
Oh yeah, wrestling here is amazing.
Um,
That's what I tell you. I say if that sport ever falls off here, the school will go up in flames.
Oh yeah, for sure,
but-
for sure. But yeah, I mean, nothing else really on the football side. I mean, eventually we'll have more sports, but really
Yeah,
football's
we
the only
got-
one.
I mean,
Hey,
basketball starts up in a month. Hockey starts
hockey.
up in
I mean,
another month.
I'd be so down
He's
to
gonna
talk
be,
about
He's
hockey.
going to be dialed in for hockey.
I'm
this
gonna
year
try and
'cause
become a hockey
I'm gonna
fan.
blend him into one.
I
So.
mean, I guess I gotta watch the Red Wings.
That and we have some baseball playoffs coming up. For as much as little we've watched baseball in the last
know.
month, but it's still coming up in less
Hoping
than
the
a
Astros
month.
can pull it out.
So
Cardinals are they out yet?
No,
Are they out
no,
yet?
yeah. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't watched, but
I think they're like
they're
I think they're
at
like-
the cusp.
yeah.
Like I think it's like a couple more
Like 2
games because they've
games?
lost
Yeah.
a lot recently.
Mhm.
Tigers are almost blowing their division.
Oh really?
They had like
I saw that. Yeah,
they're down like 4 games now because they got swept by the Guardians, but they still play the Guardians one more time. So, but we'll
Time will
see.
tell.
Time
Yeah.
will tell. They
Oh,
got
yeah.
a couple more weeks of regular season than playoffs. Same
Yeah.
thing with, and then basketball and hockey right around the corner.
I'm so excited. You know, having all the sports at this, or at least you
Yeah,
want to have all of it.
October is a good time.
Oh,
It's a good
October's just
time.
an
October is a
amazing
good
month.
time. March is a good time.
I mean,
I mean,
if do not get a girlfriend during October.
yeah, I know. No, you
'Cause-
got to be locked in at sports.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're in my room every night, gonna be
Yeah.
watching the sports. Like,
Yep, 100%.
but we'll eventually figure it all out.
We good for this?
I think we're good.
This beautiful
I mean,
first
yeah,
episode. I don't know when the next episode will be.
Hope-
Probably Friday. We're
About
gonna
this-
try Fridays
because we don't have classes
Yeah,
Friday.
we don't have classes Friday, so we're gonna try once every Friday, at least once a week.
it
Try.
would work.
Yep, it'd probably be a
I
comfortable
mean,
schedule.
you get to
for-
sleep in still, and
Yeah, it's
I'll
true.
get to
I
sleep
slept
in.
until probably 10 the day, and I got out of the dorm. We got in here, we started
I
recording.
set
at
my
like
alarm for
11:30.
9. Yeah, I didn't wake up till 10. I
Yeah,
mean, typical me.
Yeah, so I mean, then we're gonna try this every Friday, the B&P Blitz podcast.
Just get some more
The hope-
experience, but also, I mean, it sounds good.
Yep,
Yeah.
this should be out on hopefully YouTube. If we can get other places like Spotify, or
Yeah.
you're
for sure.
technically my social media coordinator.
Am I?
I'm just the guy that has the SD
I got
card.
you. I got you.
So as long as that looks good, but we're gonna try that this once a week, just covering all sports. Hope that if anybody listens to this, they enjoy our horrible opinions, because
Yeah.
we'll probably be more wrong than we will be right, but we're at least here for good takes. So hopefully we will see you on Friday.
Yeah.
And for the B&P Blitz podcast, I'm Brendan alongside Payne.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your day.